Good day, my dear students. I hope you are having a wonderful day. My dears, I have come back to present another lesson for you guys, and this is the end of Unit 7. Guys, as you know, in the previous lessons, okay, we read the first text and the second text, and we did all the exercises, after reading. And today we reach our writing section, because we finished our reading section, and today is our writing section, time. Guys, in this section we have grammar, okay? We have grammar, and our grammar is after and after that. Clauses with after and after that, okay? Let's find out where we can use after and where we can use after that. Okay, you can use after or after that when you write about a series of events. A series of events, happens, and then you can write about. You want to write about them. You need to use one of these or both of these. The word after makes it clear to the reader that one thing happened first, then another thing happened. Okay, for after combines two sentences into one. Okay, we have two sentences that are combined into one. It comes before the first event, guys. This is very important. After always comes before the first event. It can either begin the sentence or come in the middle of the sentence. Look at these. After I got married, comma, I moved out of my parents' house. I moved out of my parents' house after I got married. So this is the first event. This is the first event. Okay. After that, use after that to connect a second sentence to a first one. So after that, it comes before the second sentence. Okay? It comes in the second sentence and indicates a second event. Okay? It can come at the beginning or in the end of the sentence. Look at this example. I got my own passport at age 16. After that, I really felt like an adult. So this is the second event. Okay? The second event. I got my passport at age 16. I really felt like an adult after that. Okay, so this is the second event as well. Okay, and sometimes after that comes in the end, guys. If you notice this example. Guys, for activity A, we have, a group of sentences. So our job is to circle the first events, okay, and underline the second events in these sentences. Okay, look at number 1, how it is done. After I turned 18, I graduated from high school. Graduated from high school, second event. I turned 18, first event. Number 2, I moved to New York after I finished college. Okay, so I finished college is the first event. Okay, it comes after, after. I moved to New York, this is the becomes the second event. I had my first child when I was 25. After that, I wanted another child. So this is the second event. That's why we underline it. This is the first event. We encircle it. Guys, I will leave the other ones for you guys to do. And now you have the idea. Circle the first event, okay, and underline the second event. That's important. Thank you very much, guys. Now I want you to turn the page. We did 163. Go to 164. Okay, guys. Now we have here activity B. Okay, on page 164. Guys, here we have like 4 double sentences. Okay, 4 double sentences. Okay, which becomes 8 sentences. Here we use after and after that. Okay, and it is given the first event is given and the second event is given. So our job is to find a position for after and after that. I did the first one. If you look at this, guys, my wife and I moved to California after we got married. So after we got married. So after came in the middle, okay, before the first event. This is the first event. Okay, so this is how I used after. Okay, you see these two little rings So the example is about marriage. That's why we have a picture of, you know, 2 marriage rings here. The second event, guys, you know, it is just like the first one. The third, you know, event, it is just like, you know, the first one. Okay, so your job is to find the position of after that, use after that before the second event, before this event, and use after before the first event. That is the whole idea of this exercise, guys. Okay, I will not do these because I want you to, you know, practice it. That's why you do these, and you let me know if you have any problems, you know, with this one. And activity C, guys, it says go back to activity D on page 159. Okay, connect sentences with after and after that. Okay, let's go back to 159 and let me tell you, you know, how to do this. This is 159, guys. We had, you know, I'm sure you remember, we had sentences, okay, about, you know, the celebrations we read in the text, okay, and these celebrations, these are actions. These actions come after each other. First, what happens first, what happens second, what happens third, what happens, you know, fourth. So your job is to use after and after that to connect these. For example, you say, I wore the color blue for 17 days, okay? After that, I put on a hat, okay? Like this. Look at this example. After I walked in the parade with my classmates, I was an adult, okay? I was an adult. So this is the first event, this is the second event. Guys, okay? So on a piece of paper, take out a piece of paper and use you know, after and after that for these actions. Okay, do 2 of these. Okay, for example, do number 1 and number 2. It's okay if you don't do number 3. Okay, choose 2 of these. Okay, on a piece of paper. So this is the idea of activity C. In our writing skill, okay guys, in our writing skill we have, you know, timeline, how to write a timeline, making a timeline to plan your writing. Okay, so we use timeline, you know, to write about, you know, important events. Okay, important events that, you know, happens one after the other one. Okay, a timeline is a list of important events and the times that they happened. You can make a timeline to help you write a narrative or a story. Okay, here's a timeline of someone's perfect, you know, day. I woke up at 9 o'clock. Okay. At 11, had breakfast. At 1 o'clock, took a, you know, walk on the beach. Watched TV with my family, you know, at 7. And at 9, you know, went out to dinner at my favorite restaurant. And at midnight, went to bed. So this is, you know, the whole idea of a timeline. Okay. Here's a paragraph based on the timeline. We have a paragraph based on this timeline. So we use the timeline to write a paragraph. But we add little bit of information. For example, we add a little bit of information to this one, little bit of information to this one. Okay, you will, you know, understand it better once you read this paragraph about this timeline. Okay, notice that you can add details to your paragraph that are not included in your timeline. Okay, use your timeline only as a guide for your writing. Okay, you can add details. I had a perfect day last Saturday. I woke up at 9 o'clock a.m. I read a book for a little while. Then I had a late breakfast at 11 a.m. At 1 o'clock p.m. I took a walk on the beach. It was a beautiful day. After that, I called a friend and invited her to dinner. At 7 o'clock p.m. I watched, you know, TV with my family, and at 9 o'clock p.m. my friend and I had dinner at my favorite restaurant. After dinner, I was really tired. I went to bed after midnight. Okay, this is the paragraph. Read this carefully and you will understand, you know, the timeline. Guys, we have another paragraph in exercise 1. Okay, this is a writing model. This is a model of paragraph, meaning a sample, an example of a paragraph. Okay, read this carefully because you need this to do, you know, this exercise. You have to read this carefully. Okay, make sure to read, double read or triple read this. Okay, and turn the page, go to 166. Guys, I filled you know, these boxes with the information from this paragraph. I got the information from this paragraph, then I filled these boxes, according to, the time, according to the month, August, September, October, December, and February last. I did this one, read it, and your job is to do the second one. It is just like the first one. Read the paragraph carefully, doubly or triply if you have to. Triply meaning 3 times, doubly 2 times. Then, fill the information in these boxes based on the paragraph. Okay, guys. Once you did this, you come to, exercise B. Read the timeline and write a paragraph. Remember to connect sentences with after that, and when. Okay? You have to remember. And guys, for activity B on page 166, I am sure you remember how to use when in a paragraph, okay, between 2 events, okay, and after that. So here we have the timeline, okay. In the previous exercise, okay, the paragraph was given and our job was to fill the information on the timeline, but this time we have the information, okay, in our timeline. So our job is to write a paragraph, okay, using these information. Okay, for example, in 2008, finished school. I finished school in 2008. Start with this. Then in the conclusion, in 2015, had my first child. Okay, try to write a paragraph, about these events. No less than 6 sentences, guys. This is very important. For this paragraph, I need 6 sentences. Okay, so you can add a little bit of information to these events, okay? Use your imagination, and I'm sure you can find detail, for these, events, okay? So now you know how to write, the paragraph using these events. They come after each other, okay? First this happened, then this, then this, then this, then this one, okay? And guys, thank you for this. And for C, activities C and D, we have 2 last exercises. In activity C, okay, you each of my dear students, you have your perfect day. Okay, what do you do on a normal typical day? Okay, I'm talking about your routine. Okay, make a timeline. Okay, look at this one. For example, write 5 to 6 events, okay, as I did here. First event, second, third, fourth, and fifth, okay, and you can add the 6th one as well. When you made your timeline like this one, okay, for example, use the times like this. What do you do at 9 a.m. and then what do you do at 10, at 11, at 12, at 1 o'clock? Make a timeline, okay. Use write down 4 to 5 activities or things you do in a normal day. When you made your timeline, then in activity D, okay, it says write at least 6 sentences about your perfect day. Use your timeline, you did here. Use your timeline and any other information, okay, in your paragraph. So your job is first, take out a piece of paper, okay, divide your paper in half. On the upper half of your paper, okay, make your timeline, okay. Pick 5 things you do normally during the day, okay. Write down the time for those activities you do. Then on the bottom part of your paper, of your piece of paper, write a short paragraph of 6 sentences about your perfect day. Okay, so I am sure it's very easy, and let me know if you have any problems. Okay guys, if you don't know how to do something, or if you don't know if something is correct or wrong, so let me know please down in the comments below. The last section of our paragraph, guys, is the unit assignment. So the unit assignment says, write a paragraph about important changes in your life. Okay, important events happened in your life that changed, everything. So your job is to write a paragraph about 3 to 5. See, I picked 5 when I brainstormed before writing a paragraph. Guys, you all know, so you have to brainstorm, you have to collect your ideas, then you can start writing a paragraph. See, we have 5 events here. I chose, I picked 5 events here, and I'm going to make a paragraph of these 5 events. Plan and write. So the first thing you do is write a list of events in your life that were important to you. These events were important to me. This is my brainstorm. After the brainstorm, guys, look at B. Choose 4 to 6 of the events you wrote, about in activity A. Okay, so I wrote 5. I choose, 4 of these, 5. Maybe you write 6. Choose 4 of those 6 events. Okay. Then it says draw a timeline like the one you constructed in activity A. Okay, and when you write down this, okay, draw a timeline. Draw a timeline like this one. Okay, after the timeline, come and make a paragraph of this information. Make a paragraph like the one you wrote here. Okay, but this is different from this one, because this is about important changes in your life. This isn't about a daily routine paragraph. Okay, so I hope you understood and have a clear understanding of how to do this. Then when you finished writing your paragraph, okay, use this self-assessment checklist to make sure that you have done everything in your paragraph correctly. You can use this. This is very useful. I told you about this like 1,000 times. Okay, guys, and that's it for the unit assignment. Okay, it is very easy, very easy. And if you have any questions, again and again, you can comment me, and I will make sure you get your correct answers. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you all enjoyed today's lesson. I hope you all found it interesting and informative. And until another lesson, I have the best wishes for my dear students. I love you all. I miss you all. And I am longing for the day that we shall meet again. Thank you very much for watching and listening.